I am Dan. I'm a writer. What they do is a far more complicated thing. It's like someone who tries to find truth by lying.
Hi, I'm Varia. I am also a writer, and I don't have any deep things to say about that. I'm a filmmaker by trade. New to the game scene, been doing it for a few years now, and most recently worked on Brave at Night. And now I'm working on cool shit on Hopetown. I don't.
You don't divide them.
No, they all completely interlock for me. I can be a bit of an architect when it comes to these things. I need systems and these different aspects of the story to work together. But I also think they speak to each other very well, because something that you come up with for the world can inform the characters. A little detail can inform an entire aspect of the world, and that's what I love about it.
I think it's like a Rubik's Cube. Did I say that right? Rubik's Cube. But sort of like, you're trying to crack if each element of the game is a full face of the same, like, color aligned. You figure a bit about this one, which helps that side, and it's kind of a bit of a kind of just do the rounds and slowly just errs towards something. Well, ideally something complete. Yeah,
I like that. But what does the complete story look like? Like a mishmash Rubik's Cube, or a solved Rubik's Cube?
I was gonna say solved, but maybe that's maybe that's a more boring game. I don't know.
Some of the themes that we're touching upon is power, struggle, family dynamics. Succession is something that we have referenced a bit.
Yeah, Succession. I mean, another like agreed upon reference is just Terry Pratchett.
Yeah.
And Discworld. I think with him it's, what does he say? The opposite of
opposite of funny is not serious. Opposite of funny is not funny.
Yeah, I think it's a real gift. I think so often with writing, there's the whole iceberg analogy where you put all this thought and it's kind of just what the player experiences is just the tip of that. And I think we're really lucky in that, because it's psychological and driven by story and depth. We really get to put a lot on the page. Kind of a lot gets to be expressed, often.
We get to see what the thought processes of people, not just the player, are necessarily. And
to write in sometimes we're writing dialogue, and sometimes we're writing kind of more prosaic. And I think as a writer, to write in a thing like this that is quite literary, we're not too constrained by being like kind of economical or simple.
Some of the things that we talked about early on is not just exploring the physical space that you're in, but exploring like psyche, depth. Is frustration a bad one? Frustration with choices, but also in a satisfying way.
I think for me, it's like, I think the best things, they reduce you to a point where intellectualization isn't part of it. It's just like a raw, visceral feeling.
Smash the controller, flip your laptop.
Yeah. I don't think people. I don't want the result to be like composed thoughts. I want it to be.
Composed thoughts come afterwards.
Yeah.
You have spoken to your friends about it and their playthrough of what they chose.
Coffee.
I can't have coffee.
Ever?
Well,
or why you right?
No, just like right now, I'm not drinking coffee. I like orange juice.
In Crash Bandicoot, I was always very curious in the like animals that were forced to just walk backwards and forwards. And I always wanted to like disrupt the cycle. I wanted to like intervene and ask, why do you feel you have to do this? So I'd grab a drink with like, I don't know, a possum from Crash 2 or something, and kind of just like, I don't know, like escape the fate.
That would be Claptrap from the Borderlands series. Everyone hates him, but he's so cute and he's so lonely that I would probably just go to his pizza party.
So, traditionally miners would use canaries to like test if they've hit a dangerous gas. I was looking up what other animals you could use as mine canaries.
I think a lot of mine is just silly things, like what jobs are there in the mine. I think I sound like a 3-year-old in my Google search. It's such a different question to like which archetype you play versus the one you write. Because I like to play boring. I'm very like knight in shining armor when I play video games.
I think I'm similar. I think for me, it's like a thing of agency, and it's like if I'm writing it, I don't feel responsible. Whereas if I'm playing it, I do.
Yeah.
And so I love writing chaos and like meanness. Whereas I will always try play like as good as I can.